We are always connected to limitless love. We are always connected to beginningless, endless light. We are always connected to boundless joy. Another way to put this is that's our true nature. That is our immortal, real nature, our true self. And what we experience as humans is a focalization of consciousness that makes it seem as if we are limited to this human body, this human heart, this human mind, this human life. Good morning, welcome, 1,000 welcomes with absolute joy, gratitude, love, devotion, respect. So I am sharing some scriptures and some teachings about appreciation, and then there's like a slash and it says increase. So appreciation, increase. And one of the meanings of appreciation is that it's increase, right? So this is telling you that gratitude expands blessings. Gratitude expands love. Gratitude means that you're in that energy of that radiance that is always connecting you to that flow of guidance, that flow of support that Dhruv was just talking about, and that we all live always connected with all the time. So I think what I'm going to do is, if you like, play with this and close your eyes if that's fun for you to close your eyes. And if not, then soften your gaze and just expand your vision and your awareness beyond your body. And what I'm inviting you to do is realize the absolute truth that each of us is always connected to a field of awareness, to limitless energy that is larger than the physical, that is larger than human emotions, that is larger than human mind. So another way to put this is, in the Gayatri, we sing, we chant, we remember, we remind ourselves that this whole universe is radiance in time and space. So we are an inextricably connected expression of that radiance. What that means is we are always connected to limitless love. We are always connected to beginningless, endless light. We are always connected to boundless joy. Another way to put this is that's our true nature. That is our immortal, real nature, our true self. And what we experience as humans is a focalization of consciousness that makes it seem as if we are limited to this human body, this human heart, this human mind, this human life. So when we remember, we realize I am interconnected with all of it, like the breeze that blows across the sky, that's my breath, and my breath is one with the breeze that blows across the sky. And the warmth of the sun on my skin is one with the warmth of my own heart, and one with the warmth of my friend's smile, and one with, if you've ever seen like a little dog leaping 3 times its own height with joy. It's all one energy, and we're all part of that one energy. So in our opening meditation, if you came in late, we were connecting with the energy of love and respect. And we were reminding ourselves that each of us has the ability now, in the now, to flow love and respect through our body, through our heart, through our mind, through our life. And that is the energy of pure healing. That is also the energy of spiritual abundance. That is the energy of generosity. It's the energy of divine love. It's limitless light. It's forgiveness. It's kindness. It's joy. It's beauty. It's preciousness. It's connectedness. So each of us has right now, the ability to flow the energy of love and respect and to heal any human wounds that we have received. If any human has ever treated us with anything other than love and respect, we may heal that directly within ourselves now. And when we do, we restore connectedness to ourselves. So connectedness is the message given by that master teacher who tells the parable of the lost sheep, the lost coin, the lost child. We each are invited to reconnect ourselves to community, to reconnect ourselves to love, to reconnect ourselves to respect, to support one another in doing this, and also to recognize that each human chooses this in the now.
Welcome. My name is Dhruv. I have the honor of serving as a community teacher here at Awake Yoga Meditation. We believe it is possible to live in joy and freedom every day. If you like the content you are about to watch, please like, share, subscribe down below. Thank you and enjoy.
Each human has the ability to flow this pure energy of love and respect, of beauty, of preciousness, of connectedness to ourselves instantly. And that's the energy that is pure abundance. It's also the energy that is pure well-being. And then, naturally, we will be able to flow that energy of love and respect 7 generations back, 7 generations forward. So any trauma that our ancestors carried that is here in our body and our consciousness, we may heal it now by flowing the energy of love and connection, beauty, respect, value, and appreciation to ourselves now. And those waves of healing go back in time and bless and benefit our ancestors, and they go forward in time and bless and benefit those who come next. So I'm reminding us the human brain and the human mind believes in linear time. It believes that there is a linear sequence between past, present, and future. In the now, which we each have access to in our heart, all times are now. So as we flow love and respect, connection, beauty, preciousness to ourselves now, it instantly, without delay, also reaches 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. This means that each of us has unlimited connection to total healing right now. And it's only ever in the now. So in the now, as we connect with this beauty, this love, this healing, this potency, this energy, this purity, this joy, this generosity, this abundance, that is where everything comes from. So everything that we would love to create, everything that we would love to make visible in time and space, it comes from the now. So anytime you find your human mind wanting to carry past pain into the now, love yourself so much that you say, I focus my attention in the now. I flow the energy of love, respect, connection, value, preciousness to myself in the now. And I radiate that backwards and forwards in time, across all space. And I include in the now, in that energy of beauty and connection and community and gorgeousness and respect, everyone. And I include all of my experiences, the ones that were joyful and easy and comfortable humanly, and the ones that I would not consciously humanly choose. Any human experience that gives us pain, from a spiritual perspective, is inviting us to open our heart and go deeper into love and wisdom, which is not to say that we need to keep subjecting ourselves to pain. But if we have experienced pain, recognized from the perspective of the soul, the invitation always is, how may I open my heart to greater love, to greater wisdom, to greater healing, to greater understanding, and how would I love to move forward from here? So you're welcome to keep your eyes closed. I'm opening mine just enough to share a couple of teachings. In Philippians 4:6, the teaching that is shared is this: in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And so it's basically saying, anytime you ask anything of God, ask with this energy of appreciation. Ask with this energy of gratitude. Ask with this energy of recognizing the connectedness is already there. The guidance is already there. The love is already there. The joy, the respect, the goodness, the cooperation, the harmony, the highest possible outcome, it's already there. And as I express gratitude for that, as I say yes to life, to all of life, I cannot help but move in that frequency, in that feeling of connectedness, love, respect, healing, beauty, wholeness, dynamic, vital sharing. And so that's a basic teaching. Swami Nityananda, who founded this meditation community, says this: lead a life of gratitude in each moment. Take the deep breath of gratitude and breathe out the breath of harmony to all. And just practice. Breathe in gratitude, breathe out harmony to all. And just do it again. Breathe in gratitude, breathe out harmony to all. And a final time, breathe in gratitude, breathe out harmony to all. And just notice how it centers and calms and balances our own heart and connects us with our own wisdom and the ability to move forward with inspired wisdom and divine guidance. Swami Nityananda also says this: true abundance is the realization that all that the divine has, I have. Or, if you will, that each one of us is the beneficiary of infinite supply. So we're always connected to infinite supply, always. And so the question is, how am I allowing that connectedness to share through me? Because that's how it comes into time and space, as we share it. So how may I share limitlessly this unlimited energy and resourcefulness and connectedness and insight and inspiration and energy and this beauty that is always available? How may I allow that to share through me? And I think I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to start to share a couple of stories. So you know that we have a community meeting coming up. And I was just reflecting, we have so much to celebrate that it won't even fit in the community meeting. So I'm going to start some of the celebration right now. So first of all, be aware that anytime I speak, and I might cry, I am silently saying, by thy grace, this word is spoken. By thy grace, this heart beats. By thy grace, I am here in physical form. And when I say thy, the thy includes the source of all that is, and it also includes my beautiful teacher, Swami Nityananda. So I'm holding up a book here with his magnificent photo on that book. So there's a beautiful photo as you walk in. You're welcome to greet him. And then if you're joining us online, if you look on our website, awakeyogameditation.org, and you click on spiritual heritage, you'll also see just a luminous, glowing photo of my teacher. So every single word that I ever speak is by thy grace. Every single beam of love that ever shares through me is by thy grace. Everything that I am about to say is by thy grace. So one of the things that I just want to say is you might not have noticed, because we did this quietly, just naturally along the way, but in November of 2021, we published this incredible book, Divine Protection, the Yoga of Psalm 91. So the author is Swami Nityananda, and it was my great joy. I am first, last, and always a karma yogi. I transcribed the talks that formed this book, and then I served as editor. There's also just an incredible team of karma yogis that helps us publish these books. This is amazing. I mean, this is like high quality, gorgeous production and spiritual content. And you might not have noticed, this was November of 2021. So I'm holding up this book. We published a new edition of this in June of 2022. That's about 7 months later. Same small, incredible team of karma yogis. All of this is by thy grace, and thanks to the incredible team of karma yogis. This edition, if you only have the previous edition, I really recommend that you get the new edition. So it has added value. Get the new edition. Then, in December of 2022, we published Awake, the Yoga of Pure Awareness. Again, small, incredible team of karma yogis. It's amazing, the quality and the love that goes into these productions, and you might not have noticed. Okay, so a couple of other things. Someone said to me in the context of karma yoga, have you noticed we're producing TV studio quality audio and video? Yes, but have you? Like, this is amazing. Like, we have a small, dedicated team of karma yogis who are producing TV studio quality audio and video, and they just did it kind of like naturally along the way, as naturally as like taking in a breath of gratitude and breathing out a breath of harmony to all. here's where I'm saying, by thy grace. 10 years ago, if you searched in any online search engine, Meditation Baltimore, our community came up somewhere around like the 5th or the 6th result. Thursday, I was in a meeting in another context, and a colleague who specializes in communication said to me, you know what, I Googled Meditation Baltimore, your meditation center came up first. And she said, whatever you're doing, it's working. And so I just want to tell you, all of this is by thy grace. All of this is by thy grace. And it happens as effortlessly as breathing. So I want you to know, like, we've never set out to be like, we need to be number one. But wow, just by loving the light and by being ourselves and by adoring the divine and by thy grace, all of a sudden, that's the first thing that comes up in the search results. And in this time, in this place, what that means is we are fulfilling our intention, which is always, only, ever, how may we be of service? Because in this time and in this place, having a presence on social media, being able to help people find you online really matters. And it really makes a difference. So I'm also going to start to probably be emotional about this. I think that it's important to honor and respect that there were incredible humans who walked this way before us, who made incredible, dedicated, devoted decisions that make it possible for us to be here. Remember back to all the times are connected. So what that means is those people who were here before us, they're actually here right now as well. And the people who are still coming from our perspective in time and space, they're also actually here right now as well. We're all interconnected. We're all working cooperatively together. But for people who were not here in the 90s, and I'm talking about a period in the early 90s, you might not know about this, and I think it's important for you to know. There was just an incredible team of people who were so dedicated and generous and who said, we want these teachings to be here. And with love and, I'm going to call it grit, they said, we're going to help these teachings be here. So I have these documents. There's a letter from 1990 that says, it talks about a community meeting, and it says, for the survival and the well-being of this community, your attendance is required. So it's like really serious. And then there's like a newsletter also from 1990. There's another newsletter from 92, and there's another newsletter from 93. At that time, the community did not have the money to pay the electricity bill. And at that time, so I'm putting figures on it, what was coming in, and I'll also just tell you the way that this community operates, we fund, like everything that goes into the offertory funds our operating expenses. And so like all the donations that people make for e-courses or workshops, that funds our operating expenses. In my time, every penny of a meditation conference funds our operating expenses. In Swami Shankarananda's time, half went to the Swami of the community as well, which is also spiritually and energetically appropriate. And maybe that'll shift in the future, in my time as well. So I'm just telling you how things were in the past. But everything is funded by what comes in. And so at that time, in the 90s, 1,700 was coming in, but 2,500 was required. And so the people at the time said, well, what are we going to do about this? Like, we really want this community to be here. And the expenses, if you look at the math of it, the amount that was being expended was 50% higher than the amount that was coming in. And so the people who were there at the time, they said, let's pledge. Let those of us who have joy and willingness and want to be part of this and help this keep going, let us pledge. Let us pledge that we will be here and we will contribute and we will give generously to help this keep going. And I'm deeply moved by it took time. Like, these newsletters are from 1990 all the way up to 1993. It took time. And what that means is it took steady, dedicated, generous grit. Like that steady, generous, like, we want this to be here. And we want to be part of this. And we will give generously according to our capacity to give. We will allow that energy of love to flow through us. I think it's really important for those who weren't here at the time to be aware that there has just been so much dedication and so much just magnificence from the people who came this way before us. So thank you, because I know that there are still some people who were here in 1990 and in 1992 and in 1993. And so we bow to you with all of our hearts. And we also bow to everyone who's here now. So everyone who's here now, everyone who has been here, everyone who will be here, we are bowing to the light together. And we are making it possible for this light to grow and for this light to flourish. And you'll hear some really exciting things that are going on when you come to the community meeting. So I think I'll let some of that be shared and unfolded in the community meeting. But it's dynamic, it's brilliant, it's happening thanks to you all. I want to share with you a story. And this is back to that realization that what humans long for is connection. What humans long for is to be able to flow that energy of love and respect, connection, beauty, value through themselves and through others as well. So it starts off with a little bit of humor, and I enjoy that. But it also is deeply talking about how may I allow anything in my consciousness that is holding on to pain or limitation to be melted into this energy of love and respect. That energy of connection and beauty and value. So it's a news item. It was picked up by a bunch of platforms this week. It's a pop-up restaurant in Japan. Did anyone see this news item? Okay. So pop-up restaurant in Japan, and the concept is, the name of the restaurant is Restaurant of Forgotten Orders. Or Restaurant of Mistaken Orders. It also can be translated that way. So I'm sure you all have known people who experience memory loss. In this country, they tend to be called memory patients. And so the concept is that instead of making those people feel like they're cut off from community, it actually brings them into the restaurant and invites them to serve as waiters in the restaurant. And so I'll tell you this. So these are the people who are memory patients in this country, and they're serving as waiters in the restaurant. And I'll give you some numbers now. 30% of orders were wrong. 99% of customers were happy. One server forgot that they were serving, and they sat down and had a conversation with the family. And everyone was completely delighted. And okay, so now is where it gets real. From the perspective of yogis, unless we remember love and connection always, we are memory patients. Every human on the planet is a memory patient, unless we remember love and connection and respect always. And so for each of us, the question is, that was how, for that particular restaurateur, it worked. And actually, if you go online, I know we have some chefs who are part of our community. It tells you, they tell you how to do this right where you are. So if anyone is inspired to do a restaurant of mistaken orders, restaurant of forgotten orders, wherever you are, they have directions on how to do that model on their website. But for each of us, if I forget love and respect, I'm a memory patient from the perspective of the yogic teachings. If I forget beauty and preciousness within myself and within any other human, I'm a memory patient. If I forget divine wisdom and discernment and inspired action, I'm a memory patient. And so what we are here doing is reminding ourselves, always just reminding ourselves, we are connected to that limitless flow of light. We are connected to that limitless flow of energy. We are connected to that limitless flow of generosity, that limitless flow of love and respect. All healing is self-healing, and it's within each of us always in every moment, and it's in the now. So in the now, this is like next time you feel impatient, next time you feel judgmental of yourself or another, next time you feel frustrated by any human experience that you have had or are having, connect with love and allow love to actively flow through you. Connect with divine wisdom and allow divine wisdom to actively flow through you. Connect with that beauty, that value, that preciousness. Allow that to actively flow through you. And then allow that to actively flow through you naturally, silently, and share itself with all of the humans wherever you are. And when we live in this way, we're just remembering reality. So that's another invitation for all of us is I open my heart and I ask to see truth. I ask to see reality. I ask to see divine love. I ask to see the truth and the reality of connectedness here in this moment. And then to allow that to radiantly shine and share through all that you are, through all that you do. Thank God. God bless us all.